In this video, we're going to go over the history of Snowbird and how it came to be one of the premier skiing destinations in America. Carved into the granite cirques of Utah's Little Cottonwood Canyon, Snowbird is more than just a ski resort. It is an experience, a challenge, and a testament to a singular vision realized against formidable odds. Its story is one of audacious dreams and engineering marvels, transforming a rugged landscape once prospected by miners into a world-renowned bastion of steep and deep skiing, all starting with the relentless vision of one man. Long before the first chairlift turned, the story of Little Cottonwood Canyon was written in silver. In 1869, a U.S. Army soldier's discovery of silver ore sparked a mining boom, giving rise to operations like the famed Emma Mine. But as the silver rush faded, the canyon grew quiet, waiting for its next chapter. That chapter began in the mind of Ted Johnson, a former ski instructor and manager at the neighboring Alta Lodge. Johnson, a graceful skier and former surfer nicknamed the Silver Fox, spent his free time exploring the vast, untamed terrain of Peruvian Gulch and Gad Valley. He saw potential not for just another ski area, but for a year-round European-style mountain resort with modern amenities and aerial tramways scaling the imposing peaks. To realize this dream, Johnson began the arduous process of acquiring the land, painstakingly purchasing old mining claims. However, vision without capital is merely a dream. Johnson spent years trying to secure financing, but the sheer scale of his proposal and the unforgiving nature of the canyon made investors wary. The turning point came in 1969 when Johnson met Richard Dick Bass at a party in Vail, Colorado. A wealthy Texas oilman, rancher, and passionate mountaineer, Bass was immediately captivated by Johnson's vision. He became the majority owner, providing the financial engine the project desperately needed. With Johnson staying on as the resort's first president and general manager, the duo formed a dynamic partnership. And in 1970, construction began at a furious pace. The centerpiece of the entire development was the Aerial Tram. In an era when most ski areas were built around chairlifts, the decision to install a massive 125-passenger tram was a statement of intent. Manufactured by Garaventa of Switzerland, the tram was an engineering feat of the highest order, costing $3.5 million on its own. It was designed to ascend 2,900 vertical feet, from the base area at 8,100 feet to the windswept 11,000-foot summit of Hidden Peak in a single, breathtaking ride. The construction was a battle against the elements, with Swiss crews working in harsh conditions, reportedly nicknaming the site Snow Hell. They allegedly smuggled 200 gallons of schnapps into Utah, labeled as cable grease, to keep their spirits high while helicopters carefully airlifted the massive steel towers into place on the steep, rocky slopes. Parallel to the tram's construction was the development of the base village, with an architectural style as bold as the peaks, brutalism. The local architectural firm Brixton and Christopher understood that any structure in Little Cottonwood Canyon had to withstand immense snow loads and the constant threat of avalanches. The thick, board-formed concrete walls of the tram building were designed for resilience, creating a unique aesthetic that appeared to erupt from the granite bedrock itself. On December 23, 1971, Snowbird officially opened to the public. On that day, skiers had access to the brand-new Aerial Tram, the Wilbur chairlift in Peruvian Gulch, and the Gad 1 and Gad 2 chairlifts in the adjacent Gad Valley. The resort's reputation was forged almost instantly, cementing its status as an expert's paradise. Throughout the 1970s, Snowbird focused on refining its operations. The original Cliff Lodge opened in 1973, followed by the Iron Blossom Lodge in 1974. The resort continued to grow, adding the Peruvian double chairlift in 1976. This decade was about establishing a foothold and learning to manage the canyon's complexities, including its legendary snowfall. Averaging over 500 inches of light, dry powder annually, the canyon is one of North America's most active avalanche zones. The daily boom of the howitzer, used for avalanche control by the ski patrol, became the canyon's morning reveille, a constant reminder of the powerful environment. The 1980s brought transformative growth that realized the founders' vision for a world-class, year-round destination. Completed in 1986, a massive expansion of the Cliff Lodge added 352 new rooms, a full-service spa, and extensive conference facilities, making it the largest destination ski hotel in the world at the time. This was crucial for attracting a broader clientele and establishing a summer business. This period also coincided with Dick Bass's personal pursuit of the Seven Summits. On April 30th, 1985, he became the first person to climb the highest peak on each continent, an adventurous spirit that perfectly mirrored the bold ethos of the resort he had built. As Snowbird entered the 1990s, the focus shifted to modernizing the skier experience. The old GAD 1 double chair was converted into the high-speed GADZoom quad in 1997, and in 1995, the Baby Thunderlift created a much-needed learning area. The decade's most innovative project, however, was a tunnel. To access the expansive bowls of Mineral Basin on the backside of Hidden Peak, the resort bored a 600-foot-long tunnel straight through the granite ridgeline. Inside, they installed a conveyor belt, creating North America's only ski tunnel. In May 2014, Dick Bass sold his majority interest to the Cumming family, founders of Powder Corporation. Bass remained as chairman of the board, but the transaction marked the end of an era. The passing of Dick Bass in July 2015, at the age of 85, was a poignant farewell to the larger-than-life figure whose spirit was woven into the fabric of the mountain. Perhaps the most ambitious project of this era was the realization of a dream dating back to the founders. In the summer of 2015, the Summit restaurant opened atop Hidden Peak. This 23,000-square-foot, two-story facility, part of a $35 million capital investment, offered 360-degree views and upscale dining at 11,000 feet. As Snowbird looked to the future, it continued to invest while honoring its past. In 2024, the resort announced the replacement of the original Wilbur Double Chair, another opening day lift from 1971, named for co-founder Ted Johnson's wife, Wilma. The plan for a new fixed-grip quad balanced modern efficiency with a nostalgic nod to the resort's storied past. From Ted Johnson's first surveys of mining claims to the opening of a new frontier through a tunnel in the mountain, Snowbird has masterfully navigated a period of maturation and modernization. It has evolved from a raw, experts-only mountain into a globally recognized destination, all without sacrificing the core identity that makes it a truly great mountain. That's it for this week's Leisure Lore. And please do us a favor and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed it. It means the world to us.